Welcome to GW Anxiety Talks. I'm your host, Nate, and I'm waiting on my guest, Rob Hamlett, aka Few Bars Black. Okay, so without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome to GW Anxiety Talks. I'm your host, once again, Nate, and want to give a shout out to all of you out there who show love to the GW Anxiety Talks podcast. To this page, it means the world to us. We highly appreciate you. We love you. Um, and we want to help bring more, um, positive vibes into this group. This channel, this page is for all of us. This is not a me thing. I always tell you this, even in my first show. This is a we thing, a W-E, we or U-S, us thing. Um, Hold on one second so I could bring this gentleman back on. Um, Sent the invite to him. So today my guest, Rob Hamlett, aka Few Bars Black, will be joining us. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. My man, brother from another mother, Few Bars Black. Rob
Ready? What
Hamlett,
up? What
welcome
up?
to the show. Welcome to the show. Um, we known each other for some years now.
That's a fact. Go way back. Good to be on here.
I appreciate you. Maybe I want to say long overdue, something like that.
Ready?
Um,
You're ready.
Welcome to the show. I want to let these people know, the audience know that I was stating to myself in the back, and I was like, me and this brother had so many personal conversations about this particular topic, about anxiety, about dealing with it, about going through it. And now that I got you on the show, I want to be able to tap in some of those things. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Welcome to the show.
All right. Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Always a privilege all mine. So I have a question. When was it that you first knew that you suffered anxiety?
Um, I was at a homie's house one day, and about 8 years ago, man.
Okay,
About 8 years ago.
okay. And how long would you say you've been suffering anxiety?
I've been it's been a while. It's been a long while. I've been dealing with it so long. I really can't tell you the exact day, but I've been dealing with it for nearly a decade now.
Wow, nearly a decade.
Whole decade.
So this ain't even something where we can say is like overnight. We talking years on years.
Yeah, I live with this. I live with this on a daily basis, you know? I live with this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, so how does anxiety affect your everyday living?
Um, be honest with you, it takes a toll, bro. It takes a heavy toll, you know, on most days. Some days, I can tolerate it to a certain level, but
Hmm.
it's definitely a load to carry. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a burden, but I take it a day at a time, you know?
Um, so with you saying that, give me a day in the life of what would anxiety be like for you? What would anxiety be like for you on a full 24-hour day? Like, how was that affecting your ability to do things?
Uh pretty much my mindset be set to where I'm closed down, man. I shut down. It's like everything's closing in on me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Most of the time, it feels like I can't breathe. You know how we played as kids, and somebody take the hand and cover your face playing around.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. That's what anxiety does to me. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating. It makes me angry, frustrated. It's just it's something to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? It's something you really have to take serious. I really feel like a lot of people uh, don't know how serious anxiety is. You know,
Absolutely.
I feel like that
Absolutely.
an awareness that really needs to be brought to people's attention.
That's why we here. That's why we at
Yeah,
this point where we
and I
are.
salute you for that. I salute you for
Love
that.
always, is love always. So what would be like some of the things that you would do to deal with it?
Well, after dealing with it so long, I pretty much ain't have no choice but to find ways to fight back against it. What works for me when the anxiety hits is I try to do things that entertain me, things that can take my mind off of the fight.
Right.
Such as uh, I like to write. I might write. I might mess with some music. I might video game or try to do something with family. But I have to find something to take my mind off it because anxiety, um, my opinion, it has a lot to do up here. It's a mental thing as
It's a
well.
mental thing. Mm-hmm.
So um, like I said, everybody has to find something that you like to do, something that can take your mind off of what you're really dealing with for the time being. It's never just gonna go away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mislead nobody and have people think, okay, if I do this, it's just gonna go away. Nah, it
Right.
doesn't work that way. But you can contain it to a certain degree. That's the
Right.
point I'm making.
Could you walk us down one of those dark moments of anxiety and where you were and what was your mind state like and how did you overcome it?
Um, for a while, I depended on other people to help me get through it, such as doctors, hospital visits, and sooner or later you get tired of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember my first time actually learning that I was suffering from anxiety. Um, I felt like I was gonna die. I felt like I was dying, you know,
Mm.
because it caught me off guard, where I had no idea on what it was. It was
Right.
new to me, and visit after visit after visit, they finally told me, look, man, you suffer from anxiety, depression is really severe, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, wow, and I had to do my own research to learn what anxiety was really about, what causes it. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I have certain triggers. Everybody have their own triggers. I have certain triggers. You
Walk,
know,
walk, walk us into a little bit about those triggers. Give me maybe an example of one of the triggers that can actually bring anxiety out. What would be one
uh,
of your triggers?
definitely, definitely, uh, trees, marijuana, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, it's different things for different people. Some people use it to get over their anxiety, but strangely, um, that's definitely my main trigger. I had to let it go. Um,
Okay.
anger, stress, depression, major triggers, major triggers. Um, and I had to come up with ways to I had to come up with ways to deal with it.
Right. Okay. And you're a long time friend, family. member to us. We go way back. You know what I mean?
But
Especially
Net,
coming from where we come from, anxiety could. Would you agree? Anxiety could eat us alive if we let it or
absolutely,
allow it to. Because where we come from,
absolutely.
a lot of people don't suffer it, so it's not really a main thing for them. You get what I'm saying? It's not something that they're dealing with as far as like battling on the sideline. You know what I mean? I've seen people go head on with each other, and at the same time you're going head on with somebody, you also are battling this particular situation in the sideline. So it's a tough thing coming from where we come from to even be able to survive where we come from, even dealing with this. Because I feel like it's such an add-on to the depression we already carry when we already in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I
First
don't
and
know for you.
foremost,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
go ahead, my bad. First and foremost, I definitely want people to be aware that um, it's very serious. Anxiety attacks, they could possibly kill you if
Mm-hmm.
not dealt with the right way. They are very deadly. It's not uh in all cases. It's not like that most of the time, but it is definitely a deadly thing to be dealing with. I want people to really understand that it's really that serious. Anxiety attack can send you to your maker. It really can. It's really something people need to be more aware of. People need to be taught. You know what I'm saying? The seriousness of that situation. You understand? And
Right.
like I said, kudos to you because you're one of the first individuals I know that not only suffer from it, but you're doing something about it. You're opening the eyes to the blind.
I
You
thank
know,
you.
and no, we
I
thank
thank
you,
you.
bro. We thank you. We thank you because it's a fight. I'm getting emotional because it's serious. It's serious, man. It's a fight that a lot of us do alone. You know, you're in a bubble all alone. You have nowhere to turn. You know, and when you get to that point, you know what I'm saying, and people don't understand, it's like you're lost,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it worse. That panic comes. You know what I'm saying? And once that comes, it's a whole new world that I wish on no one. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like with that being said though, like I said, man, I salute you because it's very serious and people really need to tune in and pay attention to what you got going on, brother, because this helps.
I appreciate that, man. And for those of you who are tuning in, man, we love you. You keep fighting. You keep striving. Salute to you. The people who will be tuning in when we're not on air, I want you to know that we still love you. And want you to keep pushing forward. And people, if you're listening to this, I can't stress this to you enough, but I will stress it to you as long as I'm living. Please, if you are dealing with anxiety, if you're battling what we are battling, don't be afraid to seek help. Go to your local doctor, your local clinics. Speak to someone. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Reach out to a close friend or family member. Please reach out because we're losing by the numbers because we don't allow ourselves to even think that we have an opportunity to make it like the rest. And it's like we do. You know what I mean? If a push is what we need, I'm giving you the push. You know what I mean? If it's further than what I can do, I suggest you seek immediate help and get it. It's nothing wrong with going to get help. You know what I mean? I went and got help for mine when I go through it and when I'm battling it mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and I'm in tears and I don't know what to do. My hand and my face is buried in my hands and I don't feel like calling or I don't want to talk or I don't reach out or it's never nothing personal. Is we're dealing with these things. But at one point in time, I needed help myself. So I'm not on here, your host saying I have control over it as far as in like to cure it. No, I have somewhat of control over it, but I don't. This isn't a podcast for giving you a cure that's going to eliminate it. This is us trying to rebuild and get all of our energy back to go back to doing the things we love to do, the hobbies we love to do, the things we once, yearn to getting up and doing, like the ones that the stuff we crave to do. You know what I mean? The stuff that keeps us happy, and it's hard. So this is what this podcast is about. If you are watching and you have a strategy or format that may work for you, please share it with us in the comments below. We'll be discussing that within a minute or so. But if you have a format that works for you, please help us chime in. Leave comments at the bottom below so others can utilize that to their ability to make sure they can say, oh, well, I tried this strategy. Um, but please go get help if that's what you need. Go see someone, go talk to someone. Never be afraid, because all this is about is bettering ourselves, and we need to better ourselves to the best of our ability. We have kids, we got family, we got friends, we got people that depend on us, we got people that want us to be here just like the next, and I want you to be here just like the next. So please go get help. Help is something we all could use right about now. Everybody's winning, so I ask who's losing. If everybody else is at the top, well then who's at the bottom? You know what I mean? We got to bring balance to this thing. So Rob, help me better yet understand what are some of the things. What are some of your hobbies again, man? If you don't mind
Um,
rerunning that to me.
Music, music, my first love, man. First and foremost, music. I gotta put that out there. Music, and I like gaming a lot. I love gaming, and I like to work. Doing family things.
He's
There's
a
nothing
hell
wrong
of a
with that.
musician, guys. I'm asking you this because it's protocol for me to ask this on the air, but I know this gentleman in person. So I definitely just wanted to put a little bit of I want to give him his flowers while he's on air with me, man. He's definitely a goat behind the microphone. This gentleman can not only rap, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman can work wonders with that singing, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking no fluke because this is my man, but he's got the them vocals that are, that can definitely turn that Barry White vibe on, you know what I mean? Old school,
Appreciate
that real good old, that love, you know?
it. Oh
But
yeah.
yes, sir. Not I didn't mean to cut you off. So you said
Nah, you good.
music.
Nah, you good, brother. You good. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Because that's how I deal with a lot of things in life. I speak through my music, and I appreciate that. But back to when you were speaking about getting help, I want to go back to that topic because that's very important. And
Please do.
I want to share something with you all about the seeking help. There's nothing wrong with it, as he said. There's nothing wrong with it. I take medications for it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's very important that if you do seek help and you speak to your doctor about your anxiety or your depression, you want to be prescribed to a non-addicting medication.
Mm.
That's
Preach.
very important because you can definitely get sprung out on the pills or the medication that they give you. It can definitely become addicting, and you don't want that because that's going to add to your situation. They have medications out there for this kind of situation that is not addicting. Like, for example, you have Lexapro. You can ask your doctor about Lexapro. Um, that's one of my medications. If Lexapro is not good for you, they have another brand of it, and it's called citalopram, which is this right here.
Okay.
It works, and it definitely works. It helps you. You know what I'm saying? Um, each individual may have a different symptom. You know what I'm saying? That makes me sleepy, but it's better than fighting anxiety. You understand what I'm telling you? It's better than feeling like I'm being suffocated. So
Right.
I just wanted to share that with y'all. That is very, very important.
Not only that, I myself, I take hydroxyzine or deluxetine. I used to be on fluoxetine, which is a Prozac. So, ladies and gentlemen, be mindful and careful of using certain medications, as he stated, because you can be addicted to it. And that's not what we want anyone to do. We want people to treat their anxiety, not enhance it in a way where no one can help you control it. We don't want to lose track of what we're building. We don't want to lose you, and we want to be able to stay on top of this the best way possible. Again, if you're joining us and you're watching this, I say to you with great inspiration and gratitude and love, and it's coming from a deep place. We love you. I care for you. I'm happy you're here today. I'm happy you woke up. Um, I'm glad your family members are here and woke up because every day is a struggle and somebody didn't wake up today. You know what I mean? Regardless of situation. So I just want to be able to point it out. I'm glad you're here with all that's going on. I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're tuning in with us. Um, Also, please keep in mind if you are going through something, feel free if you want to chat and reach out. You can comment below. You can write me personally on the Nate Garcia page. Um, and comment below some of your ways of dealing with it. As you heard his ways of dealing with it. Ways me personally, the same. Writing, music, sometimes movies, maybe gaming, or, other things and etc. But just comment below some of your ways of dealing with it and coping with it when you're going through it. And let's have a conversation. Let's build this conversation. This podcast is for us to open up doors for people like yourselves who are listening to feel comfortable with elaborating on what we're discussing so we can come together as a group. Remember, this podcast is it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. It's a you and I thing. It's a us thing. It's a team thing. We help each other here. So I want to separate that from everything else. Um, Advice from you for some people that may be suffering this.
Um, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you asked me that because I want to stress support.
Hmm.
Support is a very, very, very necessary key to have. Um,
Hmm.
I have a very, very supportive wife in my life. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. And she plays a role, a very strong role when I'm dealing with it, or um, when I'm not on the medication or have any available at that moment. She plays a very strong key, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have that because your support is another form of medication. My
I
um,
wanted to let that be known. Could you say that again for the people in the back?
well, absolutely support is another form of medication that is very, very necessary. It can
um.
come in the form of your child, your
Hmm.
spouse, your brother, your sister. Some people it can come with God,
Right.
but support is very, very necessary. Great to have.
Um. Again, people, if you have somebody that you support, vice versa supports you, that best friend, that home girl, that one sister, that homeboy, your one dude, your homie, the people that are there for you, the people that are and I can't stress this enough, people. This is GW underscore anxiety underscore talks. This is a judgmental free podcast. If you have something negative to say about this podcast, please exit to the left. We don't even have to go back and forth. There's no need for a discussion. If you're not familiar with any of this, you can learn. But if this is irrelevant to any of whatever you do, please go to the left. Keep your thoughts to yourself. If they're nothing that is helpful, and whatever that you may have, whatever info you may have that is helpful, please make sure you treat each thing that comes out your lips with care because we're here to support one another. It's a judgmental free podcast. Again, judgmental free. So I'm not here to bash you. I'm not here to degrade you or act like I'm better or we. There's no one above anyone on this podcast. We're here as equals. We're coming together as a unit. We're building like a family. And I would like to keep on expanding on that love. I just want you people to know that this is a show where we can come together, overcome what we're dealing with, and allow ourselves to not only allow anxiety in, but to make sure it understands it plays by our rules. So if you're going to come into our lives and affect any of what I got going on, you will be doing this by my rules. So when you do attend whatever event we're hosting, we are able to control the you know the narrative or the crowd. And I'm speaking metaphorically as far as anxiety is concerned. Um, so please, once again, if you're tuning in, welcome to the show. We love you. Um, keep winning and stay tuned and please chime in the comment below of ways that you can help deal with it.
And
Um, carry on. I'm listening.
I want to share something with the people because I'm sitting here listening to you, good brother. And
Mm-hmm.
now since you're on that topic, as you said earlier, you need somebody to talk to, somebody to try to help walk you through your anxiety, your depression, or when you're going through it. I understand that everybody is not open to sharing with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I'm speaking on confidentiality. Okay, if you really want to speak, but you're not comfortable with sharing it live with other viewers, like he said, feel free to inbox him. Feel free to inbox me on Few Bars Black. That's the
Yes,
name I have
yes.
on Facebook, and hit my inbox. I will keep your confidentiality to myself. I will not share it. Um, everybody's not comfortable with opening up, and I get that. I get that. So I just wanted to put that out there to certain people. You know what I'm saying? And all of y'all
Mm-hmm.
that's not comfortable with sharing with everyone, sometimes you got to crawl before you walk. You might want to share with one. Then you can grow from sharing with one to sharing with two, from sharing with
Mm-hmm.
two, sharing with four, and so on. So I just want to put that out there for y'all. You know what I mean? That you're not alone. And I'm willing to work with you, you know what I'm saying? And for you to
There
overcome
you
your
go.
situation. You understand what I'm telling you? I just want to put that out there for y'all.
Also, keep in mind, people, that this podcast, this page is another form of a support group. Let's be
Absolutely.
honest. Let's be honest, people. I have my main page where you can catch me in the day in the life of whatever goes on in Loyal's head. You know what I mean? But when I'm on this GW Anxiety Talks, I act as me personally. I'm no longer my alias. I come with you, open arms, um, and I come allowing you guys in on what's going on with me. And it takes a lot to do that because I don't trust a lot. And I'm placing a lot of that trust that I do have into this group because this group needs it the way I need it.
Facts.
Um, I'm not
Facts.
only a host of the show, but I'm a student to this game that we're playing. And this anxiety and this lifestyle we live in is no different from any other game you'll play. Except the end result is anxiety goes with us. We were born with it, we'll leave with it. You know what I mean? Um, so yes, people, there isn't a cure for anxiety. So let's try to form a way where we can consider learning how to live with it and better yet control it. So for you, let's say anxiety took a toll on you, right? At any given moment. What are the one, two, three things that you can do immediately to at least keep you from having to go to ER, or maybe just, what are the things that you can do at that very moment that can just contain anxiety for a little minute, until it, dumbers down for you and you can go, okay, it's not as strong as the way it was.
Well, when it hits me unexpectedly, First thing I do, I get up, I walk. I go to the
Mm-hmm.
coolest place I can find. The coolest place I can find. Um, with anxiety, air is everything, man. Sometimes I might just step on the porch. Anything that'll help you stay aware. That's what helps me. I go outside, I stand on the porch, I breathe for a while, and I try to control my breathing. Or she hates when I do it. I might wake my wife up. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no shame in my game. Anxiety is a very scary thing. I fear that.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, and like I said earlier, right here, I'll take one of these and I'll take my medication. I'll go for a walk outside, drink a cup of water, or maybe even just try to hop on a game or something. The hospital is absolutely my last resort. But with that being said, let me clarify that. That's my last resort.
And I
Different strokes,
commend you for that. I commend you
you
for
know.
that because when you set your pride to the side for your livelihood and your health, you got to honor that, man. I mean, some people have pride to where even if they were hungry and a neighbor were next door and they're like, yo, we can offer you, and I'm good, this, that, and the other. And it goes, pride and ego, man, they play a part in when we have anxiety because anxiety doesn't care for ego and pride. Anxiety is like a bully. And if you allow this bully to keep on bullying you, then we will get nowhere but just repeatedly being bullied. And I feel like we are stronger than that. Some of us got to get reminded, and some of us got to move into groups that if you feel like, yo, anxiety's hitting you, we got to change the narrative. Maybe we should go for a little walk. Maybe we should go, you know, shoot some hoops or go video game or go to a local spot where we can clear our minds and unwind and, or go to a studio or go to a place where we, a part of the house where you feel most, just comfortable and safe at and create, and it's like these things like I said, it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. So we are all dealing with it. We're dealing with levels of it too, at extreme levels of it, different types of levels we're dealing with. We're dealing with just random anxiety, whether it's a little or a lot. So we're taking in a whole lot. And at this point, for me, this page has been the best thing ever. From the likes to the hearts to the people chiming in to the people seeing it later on. It means the world to me. To even have a guest on the show today means the world to me because now we can evolve each other. We can involve each other in all of this and help figure out ways that we can better this situation. You know what I mean? It's definitely not, it's not for the weak and it's definitely not for a person alone to be dealing with. We all need help. I done seen Puffy, damn near billionaire, in the backyard doing yoga with an instructor helping him get through his day. That just means that that man was smart enough to get that type of help. You know what I mean? At the level and mogul status of his lifestyle, he still wanted to get a little bit of help, something to better him. And I commend that. I appreciate things like that. I'm not saying we have to get to that level to find help. I'm saying it shouldn't matter what level we are at. Let's acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Get help understanding it if you don't, and then let's get this help so we know what type of help we need. Um,
Oh, yeah, I wanna share something else. Because I've experienced it myself while dealing with anxiety.
mhm,
Um, we all know water and oil don't mix together, right? And,
right.
and, and what I mean by that is that it's okay to fight anxiety and you have someone around you that doesn't understand it. That's a
Mhm,
different. You know what I mean? Because they can easily learn how to deal with it or help you deal with it once they gain an understanding. So the point I'm trying to make, ignorance and anxiety is like water and oil. If you
Don't
have
mix.
someone around you that's not going to try to help your situation, then they become a part of your problem. You understand what I'm telling you? It is very important. If somebody around you is going to upset you because they can't understand what you're going through, then you need to remove yourself from that cipher. That is very important because that'll double your load.
And it's also best too that if you are a certain way in life and you know you are a certain way in life and you're dealing with anxiety, it's okay to say no to somebody placing their belief on your life. It's not
Right,
fair. It's not fair to
right.
you because that's not who you are. It's not fair to them because they're forcing you to be something you're not. So, end of the day, it's okay. You don't have to beef to separate yourself from individuals. You can peacefully separate yourself from individuals. You can be cordial with individuals. You can greet them. You can meet them. Have a conversation, and it's okay to not want to deal with these people anymore. You know what I'm saying? I have a few situations like that personally that I deal with like that on my own, but it's okay. It's not everything doesn't have to be war, beef. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes to find peace, you gotta separate yourself. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Sometimes being alone allows you to find deeper who you truly are. You know what I mean? And allows you to want to bring out the best you ever. But again, people, I suggest to figure this out, get in the comment section below. State some of your ways of dealing with it. State some of your thoughts. Let's get in tune with it. Let's get you on the show. If not, we can speak freely in the background. But at the end of the day, I suggest you get some type of help. Even if the help is a close friend, someone you can trust, suggest you do so. So please, people, if you're just tuning in, welcome and much love to you. I hope you enjoy the show. Um, and stay tuned. We're gonna get a few bars black in here for a part two, and then we can discuss how things progress from the time of this podcast to the next time of us podcasting to see where what he's learned and what's newer as far as ways of dealing with it and just the energy, you know what I mean? And again, go to GW underscore anxiety underscore talks. Share it. Please share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Um, but Black, before we get off this, I want to be able to say shouts out to you, man, putting together a few good songs that I've been hearing as far as you doing the album. And if you want to elaborate to the people the name of the album, and pretty much what's on the way for you.
Um, yeah, definitely, working on the EP. But before I get on that EP, I want to thank you. I want to personally thank you as a brother because for all y'all that's tuning in now, and for those who may tune in later,
Hmm.
I want to share something with y'all. Believe it or not, this is my first time ever sharing my testimony fighting on anxiety. This is my very first time coming out. You know, if it wasn't for this brother reaching out to me today, like, yo, listen, this is what I got going on. And I'm like, yo, should I really put it out there? But it's nothing to be ashamed of. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, it's everywhere. It's a worldwide thing. All we got is
Judgment
each other.
free.
Judgment free. It's nothing to be ashamed of. This is my first time ever even speaking on it, ever even sharing it publicly. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave that there. I just wanted y'all to know that this is my first time. This is my first step. You know what I'm saying? And if I can do it, you can do it. And if you can do it, someone else can do it, and so on. But I'm working on this album. I go by the name Few Bars Black. You know what I mean? Back home for all y'all that know me, yeah, I'm Rob. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a EP. Well, becoming an album now, and it's definitely something for y'all. It's definitely gonna be hot. You can check me out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? On A Few Bars Black. Um, Probably about 2 songs up there for now, but by New Year's it'll be an album. It'll be a whole album. It's called The Warm Up Session, and yo, it's guarantee you would like it, man. I'm bringing back real hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Not
what's
none.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop. Ain't none of this jellyfish music or none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing back real hip hop, man. R&B too, man. I do it all, and I
Any
just want y'all to tune in.
social media links you want to provide before we wrap it up? Like any how they can reach you.
Um, yeah, they can definitely reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on A Few Bars Black on Instagram. Definitely. I'm working on some more platforms that's not complete yet, but I'm definitely working on a lot of things at one time. I got shout out to my manager. Shout out to my manager Malik James, aka Freeway.
Shout out the
We
Freeway.
definitely, you know what I'm saying? We definitely going to shout it out to Loyal, y'all. See what he not sharing with y'all. Not to get off topic. That brother's talented.
I
That brother,
appreciate you, bro.
that brother got me writing hard. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Because I didn't know he had it until a couple of years ago. And when I heard him, it inspired me. It lit a light, you know. So now I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, yeah, kudos to you too, bro. They can
I
check you out too.
appreciate that.
But definitely, y'all, as I put my music out, I would definitely keep y'all in tune because I'm always gonna be tuned in on the G Dub all the time. This is where I'm gonna be, you know, because this is where the family at. I will be here. I will tune in. I'll be at every episode. So y'all don't have to worry about uh how can I get at him. Anything I got going on after the topic, I'm more than glad to share with you. Because nothing comes before your health. Not
Hmm.
music, not family, nothing comes before your health. So
So
just
with
stay
that,
tuned. I'll keep everybody posted. Thank you, lawyer.
always, baby. With that being said, man, you heard it here first. This is GW underscore anxiety underscore talks. Um, get with us. Let's build. Let's keep this family growing. Um, I want to let y'all know I've been away for a little minute. Of course, I've been battling my own trials and tribulations and things going on. But like I said, I'm here. I'm with you guys. We are one. We're stronger as a unit. Um, let's motivate each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's show some more love. I will continue to post my uplifting speeches and uplifting quotes. I will continue to inspire and create better. I will continue to bring on beautiful people onto the cast and to the show just to share their experiences and how they deal with it. The purpose of me saying this is I will continue. So I want you to make sure you keep winning. You keep striving to be better. You keep on being great. Just keep doing so. You know what I mean? Never give up. Um, I love y'all. This is it from the GW podcast. Your host, Nate, and I'm off this. Peace.